YouTubers, Allergic Adventures, with another package in the mail. It's from Japan again. I actually thought it would take longer, but it's lighter than I thought. And actually interesting, the box, I've already opened the top of it, so I know it is actually a completely inside and out PlayStation 2 box, so Japanese PlayStation 2 box. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I might try and save it a little bit. So inside here we have lots of Japanese air, and then well wrapped once again from this particular seller. They always do a very good job. So good, in fact, I've got to use my knife. Now, the larger item in this box I actually already have one of, but it's a good thing to have two of for multiplayer. Once we get in there, so we're almost there. That's the outer layer off. I've got one more layer to do. Right, I'll put the loose items over here. We'll do them in a second. We'll do the larger item first. Okay, so the first item. Now I do have a boxed. I think where it is. Yes, I've got the POW version of this gun, but this is the Japanese version. So it's a Virtua gun. I'm not 100% sure of the colour. I believe my current one's blue, so it'd be nice if it's a different colour so you can tell them apart easy. But the most important thing, although I have Virtual Cop 1 and 2, Virtual Cop comes with the gun, and Virtual Cop 2 comes separately. My Virtual Cop is scratched beyond recognition and doesn't play. So I'm not even sure whether there's a copy of Virtual Cop in here, whether it's just the gun. Ended up getting this quite cheap. I mean, that box is in very good condition, and all of the insides are there. Right, so no CD, but it is a black one, so I'll be able to play two-player with the light gun on the Sega Saturn. So, and put another really good condition one in the box. So I'll have to keep a lookout for a copy of Virtual Cop 1, maybe just a loose sleeve one that's reportedly not scratched to replace my other one, because I mean I've got a full case and everything like that. Now next we have, and this is continuing my collection of MSX titles that are also on the Famicon. So I won't be able to do a gameplay of any of these, but it's interesting that pretty much all of these, the covers are identical to the MSX versions. So the first one here, and the covers are quite nice. So this is King Kong 2, which I did a gameplay of on the MSX recently. I've got a full box copy of that, the MSX. Of course, it's called Gradius on the Famicon, and it is actually called Gradius on the top label, and Nemesis on the MSX. But the MSX version uses exactly the same picture. It is nice they've got good top labels as well. We also have Road Fighter, and last but not least we have Hyper Olympic, which I'm not sure I've got. I think I've got Hyper Olympic 2, I'll have to check, but I don't have Hyper Olympic 1 for the MSX, because well, for a start the picture doesn't seem familiar with the one that I have. They had Track and Field, and they also had Hyper Olympics. They were the later titles. So I got those four for about $10, which I think is pretty good. Once again, do not have a Famicon or Famicon adapter or Famicon Twin yet, so can't do gameplays of the Famicon titles at this stage. So actually it's not looking that good at the moment. I haven't got anything to demo, but yes we do. We have a game, that I used to love playing back in the day for the MSX. And with these particular, what's another Konami title. Konami titles, not particularly worried about getting them in the box because they do tend to go for a bit of money. And this game, even loose, goes for a bit of money. But I got this one for $12. So, and it is. There's the label, and it's called Nightmare. And this is technically a shoot 'em up. I mean, it is a shoot 'em up. And its sequel, which is even more highly sought after, is an RPG. So because I suppose this is a shooter with a little bit of RPG elements in a way, or characters that were liked and then turned into an RPG afterwards. Is probably actually the better description of it. But I'm really looking forward to playing this. So I'll be able to have a really good game of this. I haven't played it for many years, but it's one of the games that attracted me to the, when I was really enjoying the MSX range of computers. So it's a great one memory-wise to have back in the collection. Alright, let's go give it a go. Right, here we go with Nightmare by Konami on the MSX. I'm playing it on my MSX2, but this is an MSX1 game. We'll get straight into it. Now the only concession to modernisation here is I'm using the auto fire on my joystick. So we have a vertically scrolling playfield which scrolls slowly, obviously in jerky 8 pixel increments, but because it's scrolling slowly it doesn't affect the gameplay as much. It's using a lot of multi-layered sprites to get a lot of colour, so even the flames there add multiple colours. Ow. And right, that was a P, so I've got a power up. Now I've got a shield in front of me. Okay, and the various tiles we pick up do different things. I think the blue ones just give you points. I think you get bonus points if you take out all of the formation too, so I'm not doing very well with that. So I haven't played for a very long time. Now if you get caught up against water you die. And as you can see, it's got quite a good soundtrack playing away in the background. Oh, there we go, there's a pause tile, so we have a certain amount of time to race around the screen and get things we missed. So it's quite generous with handing those out, despite my ability to hit things being up the butt today. Now I'll do my best to try and get to the end of level boss. Now we've got some more enemies. Okay, now we shoot this and we get a different weapon. This is what I missed out on before. Because I selected that thing. I think this is our freeze again. Yeah, I thought so. Now, let's get a different colour up. Okay, so it makes us invincible for so many, or at least invisible. Now you notice now we're in this next area, our difficulty has ramped up. Oh, a different weapon. I think that the swords cause more damage. So of course there is some sprite flickering, but it's doing it without too much detriment to the game. So, yeah, you do definitely get a bonus if you get a whole formation. So the first 1,000 point bonus there. I haven't played this game for 30 years, so. Whoops. Oh, we'll keep going, got more lives. Get that shield back, so that's quite useful. Let's put it back a little bit. Shield's quite useful in their sections where they're shooting a lot. Right. Pause now. I'm going to get these guys up again. Yeah, I would have liked the three-way shot, but anyway, we've got the more powerful swords now. Right. Level Guardian. So we're using, rather than sprites, we're using characters. Right, so she summons clouds and then throws them down at us. Oh, I kept on. Hey, you got it. I kept on forgetting about that I had a shield, so. And here's stage 2. And we have a different tune. It's such a long time I can't remember. So similar enemies so far. Nah. So as shooting certain enemies reveals some of the tiles. Oh, there we go, we get some flying peaks. Right, so that's basically an impassable wall. So, it's quite an enjoyable little shoot 'em up. I think that blue one just gives you points. Oh, there we go, there we got the weapons from the last end of the level boss. Whoops, and got me, and it can get through your shield. Alright, well this is our only game to play, so we might as well see how far we can get. This is our last life. Let's try that. So now I've got fireballs, which go through targets, I suppose. And when you shoot a skeleton, it falls into pieces and then reforms again. Okay, boomerangs, there we go. Blue thing kills everything. There we go, we're invincible and we can kill everything we touch now. Except I can't. Yeah, change that into a weapon. Nope. Not sure I like the boomerangs. They seem to get faster every time you do it too. Oh! Yeah, definitely don't like the boomerangs. Be careful of those yellow things coming down. Right, put the shield back. Hopefully we can get a weapon change again soon. Now we've got another different enemy type. That's what's so good about these, economy games, is the level of detail they went into in these games to give you as much variety as possible. Anything has to be better than those boomerangs. Enemies are starting to go in more complicated attack patterns now, so... Here we go, we've made it to our second boss. He's throwing spinning, nasty shurikens of death, and he got me. Alright, well there's a look at a game that brings back a lot of memories. Hope you've enjoyed this pick up and play. Thanks to all my subscribers and viewers, and I'll catch you all later.